Hello friends, my name is FirstDane and welcome back to Endzone, A World Apart. Happy to be back. It's been a few days since I've done any recording of Endzone, and I'm happy to have received a fair amount of feedback since my last session, just a couple episodes I think I did, like 2 maybe. We're going to be looking to do a few more here. Some feedback I got was to maybe just hide the webcam for a little while, and what's going on here? And let the game kind of either speak for itself or, not let the webcam block key features of the game. I think it was somewhere over here, and maybe when we were clicking on buildings and things like that, it was kind of getting in the way of maybe some of the components that I was hovering over or what have you. So that is a check. And the good news is that since recording this, maybe, I forget when I did my last recordings. It was within the last week, I believe. There's already been some nice hot fixes and updates and such for the game. Some balancing things. Let's see, we are out of cloth. Some balancing things that have come through that are really nice, including reducing the amount of food and water that people eat. I haven't noticed any changes to the breeding, the kids that are just everywhere. I had raised some concern about the number of kids that kind of keep coming up in the game, and that was acknowledged in an FAQ that the developers put out, which was nice to see at least. No current changes. You can see we just popped up to 30 kids. They're almost overwhelming the adults at this point. The dev suggestion for now was exactly what we had kind of talked about last time, which was building shelters. As long as there are houses available, the colonists will just continue to put out kids. So it is what it is at this point. But beyond that, I think for this episode, what we're going to be doing is focusing on water and food, trying to stabilize that as best as we can. And I'm just looking at like this with horror. We're way short on farmers. Not sure how much that really matters. But I'm going to throw everyone into farming right now. We don't have any need for just random civilians wandering around, as far as I can tell. And generally, I think a self-criticism that I have, again, just for me, is that I was playing on speed 2 for a really long time, and there's no need to, like, speed run the game. We can just sit here and have a really good time with it, and not allow haste to get in the way of... Does this work? Haste to get in the way of efficiencies in a city builder. Again, I love the aesthetic and the music and the art style. I noticed in my early recordings that there may have been some issues with the graphics. Like what I'm looking at now and what you're seeing on the video, there's a graphical difference, and I am trying my best to figure out how I can make that one-to-one and allow you to see as best as you can exactly what I'm seeing. So the YouTube video I noticed was like very slightly lower in quality than I would personally prefer. So I'm working on that. That is forthcoming. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's something about this game that really draws me in. It's just kind of they walk a little goofy. Like, don't pay too close of attention to this person's like stiff legs or whatever. They're walking home to use the bathroom. Give them a break. But other than that, I just love the aesthetics and the amount of detail that's gone into like the tailor. You can tell this is the tailor. There's a little guy up there where they're going to put the clothes on to fit him right and all that stuff. It's nice. It is very, very nice. Let's see here. Protective clothing is a thing. So we want farmers. We're almost completely out of food. We want farmers, and we want, let's see, what was that called? Refiners. So we got a refinery up last time, and this is going to allow us to produce cloth and all of our material goods that we could ever possibly need, assuming we have the scrap to do so, which we just do. Oh, we have a second tailor. Okay, that's good. I was actually going to say maybe we should do a second tailor to get to our radiation protection. I did also want to check to see. I remember on our what was it called? Workshop here. The metal tools just last longer than the scrap tools. They cost a small amount more. They cost a piece of metal to make, which is kind of a non-issue. So we're able to successfully... Oh, we don't have any beer. we're able to successfully maybe catch up on tools at this point. It could come down to us needing... Oh god, we're gonna starve to death. Needing a second workshop. We'll see how that goes. People are unhappy. People are starving. Another thing we could do is pull people off of other jobs to do like a second... What is this called? Fishing hut. I don't know what we would pull people off from, though. We could pull people off from maybe herbalist and forester. We're good on medicine, aren't we? At 261. So let's do that. And then... Because we can't just let everyone just die. We could also like expand out and do the hunting lodge. So I think as of like last time, I noticed that there were just boars to hunt, and they were pretty few and far between. There's like one pack of boars over there. And I don't know if I like that. You could also do orchards for trees. My assumption with orchards is that they're going to take a lot longer to grow. Needs time to allow its trees to grow. Yeah, so I imagine it would take a really long time for those trees to grow, but once they're up and running, they're going to give us more food than maybe just the farms. I don't know. It's a guess. It's a hunch. I hope we can't like fish the lake out. I'm hoping for infinite food from this lake, as well as infinite water. I haven't been paying close attention to the water levels, but I did read in the patch notes that through drought, the lakes can potentially dry up. So wanting to potentially lean into the rainwater collectors and such as time goes on. This jetty is still not being used really at all. Just this one. So we could have maybe deleted this and put our fishing hut over there. That would have been kind of nice. Maybe it's not too late. Let's cancel and demolish. May have to remove this road too. Ah, the clicking is a little strange. Okay, we'll see if it fits. I don't know if maybe we can take a look at that now. I'm just kind of guessing at this point that it's gonna fit. It should fit. Right, everything that's red there is the jetty, I believe. Efficiency 80%. How do you get the fishing hut higher than 80%? We want 100. Oh, because it's in... Oh, this has a circle. Oh. So this little circle of influence from this fishing hut reduces the efficiency of other fishing huts, lodges in the area. That makes total sense. I'm going to do a decent-sized orchard over here. I want to get started with this. Can we do apples? I live in... Oh, yeah. Apples are chosen by default. Crop cycles 4 to 8. Growing time 4 seasons. Max yield 240 food. People are actively starving to death. So you got to get them going. You could see here the pears are going to be the shortest growing time, but not the most food. The pecans are a solid 420 food. So pecans are the best source of food. They take the longest. I like that we could pull out the calculator there and actually see our efficiencies. We have a lot of extra settlers now. Our workshops are full. I'm still noticing that we're missing tools for settlers. We have 2 tailors. This cannot really be the problem. So maybe we'll do another place to build tools. The workshop, that's what it's called. Somewhere. The workshop next to the settlers lodge or area? Sure. I imagine in the future we'll be able to just kind of know whether or not we need additional workshops or what have you based on population size. Okay. Our children have been reduced to 26. Maybe, I mean, at this point, they may just end up starving to death. I'm sorry to say it, but it is what it is. So we got our orchard. We got our bell peppers here. These actively being harvested. Bless you. One question I have is if we could, I would like to be able to expand this. So we can do this a lot in RimWorld, where you select zones and things like that, and then you can click a button and then expand this area by like an extra row, and then have your people come do that. That's a feature I would really like to see brought into this game, is the ability to just expand these fields. Unless I'm missing it, I don't see it over here. Nope. Nope. Wait. What? What? I guess you can just activate or deactivate that. Yeah, because if we go like here and just do a field, it's not even going to allow us to do an extra row here unless it was a 6x6 grid. I believe it was 6x6. Oh, it's on the rock there. Well, anyway, I think this is messing it up. Yes, it was 6x6. So yeah, just the ability to add an extra row onto here if we wanted to expand this out, I think would be a nice feature to add in. Our road is finally... Well, we missed a piece. Please remove road. Go hack it away. What's this? These are our beans, our bean fields. Absolutely. It's remarkable how many people it takes to get all these farms going, but we'll keep throwing settlers into the farms as, you know, at some point, if we get this as close to maxed out as possible, we may get above water on our actual food supply. The workshop, I didn't leave enough people to go into the workshop. One off of Gatherer. Oops. Let's see, Forester's Lodge. We are at our production limit, which I'm actually okay with. It gives them time to just plant trees if they want to. Take it easy. I'm trying to see what this is. This is marked food. It's mushrooms? Or yeah, that looks like mushrooms. Come in here and forage these mushrooms and bushes. I like that a lot. Graves 12 of 48. Poor Bianca died recently. Anyway, we've got our gatherer's cabin here with lots of stuff yet to gather, so we'll keep going. Cool. We have failed to obtain enough cloth, though, to keep our tailors going. Let's see if we were to think about moving up to activated carbon masks, which, again, as far as I can tell, just protects them against higher radiation levels, not necessarily more durable. Charcoal. We don't have a source of charcoal production yet. Charcoal kiln. Charcoal kiln produces charcoal from wood. Well, of course it does. So since our forester is at capacity, we could get this charcoal kiln going. And then that would put our foresters back to work and get better suits for our people, or at least masks. If we can find a good spot for it. Sure. Yeah, we don't have any beer. Beer is produced in the tavern and serves to brighten up settlers' moods. So we are missing wheat and water. Well, we have the water, we're just missing wheat. This requires... This requires... What is that? Cherries? Those from trees? They are cherries. A nice cherry hard liquor. Nice. It's 1-to-1 too, so 10 cherries, 10 liquor. kind of wonder if these have potential downsides, though. Like, having your people just drink hard liquor all the time can't be good for their health. I mean, they still have water. We're not going to convert all of our water into hard liquor. We've got 22 people currently going hungry. Just kind of sucks. I'm going to go to speed 2. We don't currently have anything to do right this moment. We need to let things just kind of work. Get our charcoal kiln up. And then, let me actually double check that. So this is 3 cloth versus 3 cloth. Okay, so it's just charcoal that it's going to use more of. I guess we may as well. Takes 3 people to do it, though. I mean, we'll do like 1. And that'll have to be good enough. I don't know, man. I feel like we have too many farmers. Guess they're just sitting around. Julia's here. He's just chatting away with Anna. You don't need like 15 people to watch the crops grow. Are they actually supposed to be doing anything? Oh, I don't know. I thought it might say that they're like planting seeds. They are definitely not doing that. All right, we've got 1 extra adult. I just saw it tick over. We will do the charcoal. We've got another adult. Fantastic. So this all kind of works together, yeah? Oh, we just lose an adult? Well. Sometimes it's like that. I feel like this all works together. So we need our refinery working efficiently, producing a lot of goods to then allow us to be happy and healthy. Well, healthy, I guess, to produce food and so on. Sow is 150 food. I'm going to deactivate the pub. Since we're not producing any food there, I would much rather have them off doing something a little more productive. Really don't need that much wood. Some kind of contest? Got it. Well, you're not wrong. We reduce the workforce to 1 then, since we're currently capped. Did move them over to the charcoal burner. I'm going to keep throwing them into the refiner, though, as cloth is a big sticking point. If we could have them just do cloth, that would be pretty okay, too. Ultimately, we need all of them, but having the cloth is nice for where we are now. Soil is now moist. Nice. Yeah, these are taking forever. We can check up on our trees. Still looking pretty young. And ooh, it looks like we could... what a pain. Next time we'll get it right. It looks like we could work on some better efficiencies here, depending on how many squares it takes for a single tree. It looks like it might be a... I don't even know what you call that. It can't be 3 by 3. It's like a 2 by 2 or something. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't remember. I think we were 6 across. So they have to be 2 squares apart, perhaps. Anyway, we could work on that. We got 47 people currently going hungry, and we're not exactly above water on the water. People are dying. You hate to see it, but at the same time, fewer mouths to feed. We lost a fisher. Come on, fishers. As soon as these beans get harvested, we're gonna be fine. I see that we could harvest them now. I wonder if there's an issue in actually doing that. We just got 3 more adults. Children are dying or becoming adults. I can't tell. Uh-oh. I hear the little heartbeat. I think it's the kids dying. Oh yeah, we can't assign that job anymore. Yeah, people are not doing so hot. Do we just click harvest now? Half of it's ready to go. I don't want to lose a ton of people. Harvest now. We'll see if there's a penalty. Oh yes, the food is coming in immediately. It'd be great if they stopped at like the halfway mark or whatever this is. Did not chop down all the baby beans. But you love seeing this number drop this quickly. Oh, it went back up. Oh god. We don't have enough food. Oh no. Well, oh, we're also getting our hot pepper supplies in. And we're at 0. Oh no. You know, we might have to do the fishing hut out here kind of next to the cemetery. It claims to be 100% efficient. Oh, it looks like if the radius of the circles overlap, it doesn't appear to be a big deal. However, if the buildings overlap, that's when we get into trouble. Okay. So we'll put this guy here and give it a road. Cool. We are almost caught up on tools. We've got homeless settlers, question mark. We for sure just want the shelters. No more babies. Not right now. A great spot for that. Then we need to change the field of work. Apparently we got all of the scrap from that one area already. Let's get all this stuff. It's pretty close to home. Look, the goal of this episode was to get above water, and I'm not certain that we're there, to be quite honest. The food is an issue. Oh, the heartbeat. Got a drought coming in too, but it can't be. Right? Okay, we're doing the hunting lodge as well. Yes, more fishers. Need a water carrier. Oh, the heartbeat. We're losing them, man. We're losing them. We need too much stuff. Oh, look at the little lanterns. It's nice. For all of the lost settlers. That's a cute touch. I like that a lot. This gives me good hope for the game. Little touches like this. Again, the art and the aesthetic in the game is fantastic. Absolutely loving it. The balancing issues. So this is the same save as the last time I recorded. So I'm thinking that the hotfixes are applied to this save. But at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that they had reduced the amount of food and water that people consume. And we've only added food. I don't feel like we've added that many more people. We're at roughly the same. I think we started at 50-ish adults and 30-ish children. So the children have gone down, the adults have gone up. Overall, the population feels smaller to me. But I may be wrong. Yeah, keep carrying water, my friends. Just keep going. I read that they will not take from a rainwater collector while there's an active lake going. And that is to allow this to save up for when there's a drought. So if there's a drought and the lake dries up, which there may be in a few days, then they'll go take from the rainwater collector. I guess that's by design. It makes sense, but, you know, if I were sitting here and I hadn't read those patch notes, I'd be wondering why this was at 100% storage when they could just grab from here and bring to here. This is... You're losing some efficiency here. We can't get above water if you keep doing this. Ah! All right, harvest, 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 harvest. Just harvest now. We need the people. Or not the people. Well, we do need the people. We need the food. We're losing farmers. Yeah, it's so many starving people that as soon as we... This? Great. As soon as we harvest these crops, it's just immediately... You can barely even see the number go up above 0. It's just eaten instantly. Smooth sailing from here? Question mark? What? The number of children is down to 9. Our adults are also not doing particularly well. We've got the 2 cisterns, I suppose, and the well. So we have 2 sources of water, many, many sources of food. Perhaps I should read and see if these balance changes apply retroactively to saves when it was first released, because I would... It's the drought. I would guess that it may not be, considering how low of a population we have and how difficult it is to get these numbers to stabilize. So we would have to do like a 3rd cistern, I guess, to have a chance to have this not be in the red. And then the food is kind of obscene. Perhaps leaning less into... I don't know what. Scrap collection? We could pull from our scrap collectors at this point. I think that's fine. We're capped out on scrap. We're like... single hunter on. And then 2 fishers for like the immediate food. Like they just go to work every day and they fish all day and they just get food. I think that's good. We'll work on capping those out. Whew. God, the heartbeat. They're never having kids again. Now we're like, we're losing children. They're becoming adults, and then they're dying. It's a rough life out here. Just harvest now. The drought is coming. Harvest now. So it says, stockpile water and food in order to survive. The soil is going to become infertile. So does that mean that we should harvest all of our crops manually before the drought comes? Oh, almost have apples. They're like weird little 2D apples. It's just a... they're not spheres. They're just red leaves. That's fine. Just don't zoom in. Just don't zoom in. All right, we're gonna fast harvest our beans, our potatoes, and we'll do the apples as well. And then I don't know, man. The drought's gonna be rough. It just rained. We'll see if this gets above 0. But hey, thanks everybody for coming back and hopefully enjoying another episode of Endzone. I'm happy to be back and be recording a few more episodes throughout the next few days here, kind of giving it, at least seeing all that's there and exploring it and seeing if we can get stabilized and I don't know, just have a functioning colony and expand out before we wait for future content patches and things like that. So thank you all for the continued support on the series, the constructive feedback. I hope the lack of webcam was a positive. We'll see. Let me know if it's better or worse to not be able to see me cringe every time the little heartbeat goes off or whatever. I'm not really sure. But hey, thanks you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.